You know what? One Sledgefire is pretty neat, and it's one of my favorite guns. And it's probably one of my favorite zombie strike guns that are out there. But what if I had two, but under one trigger? Now let's make things interesting. Here I have an overview of my new Nerf Zombie Strike Damnation. The Damnation is a very interesting blaster and is a two Sledgefires united under one single trigger, by which you actually can control one at a time. You can shoot one at a time, or both if you fire down the middle, and I'll get to that later. But this blaster has one single stock down the back that holds 6 of the shells for the Sledgefire, which is a great feature, especially when you have double blasting. It's very, very, very helpful, and I can't get over that. So, the Sledgefires, you know, is a very, very interesting blaster because one single shot can spread out extremely well, and it's almost guaranteeing that you'll hit the person. Now, 2, you either have a second chance to hit someone else, or you guarantee you will always hit the person, which is essentially its purpose, and that's why I made it. This blaster does not just look unbelievably intimidating, it also is very, very powerful. I have gone inside to remove all of the locks. I put more spring power in here. I replaced the 2 springs so it ejects the shells instead of actually having to take them out by hand, but still I do have to take them out by hand anyway sometimes. But I'll just get over to what I did. So I had epoxied all these stocks together. I cut down the second one, and I did also epoxy down the middle to keep these inside. And right here, to pull down both of the front barrels at once, I put one little rod between, and you can now prime it with one hand. The gun is actually also unbelievably heavy, which it's not too bad though, but it is very powerful and definitely worth it. But I will show you guys where the trigger is, and that's the interesting part, and that is because it is right down here. Why is it right down there? Well, obviously the trigger's there, but you can see I have glued a rod just between there. I'll get up close to it. Hopefully it's getting it correctly. But I've gotten a little piece of a dowel rod and glued them together. And you can either do one by pushing on one of the triggers directly above it, or you can go down the middle and put a quick and heavy amount of force down the middle, pulling both at once, which is an absolutely great feature. Or you also can just fire the second one if you push down right here and down the middle. So now I'll stop talking and I will show you guys how to fire it, or just showing how it works. So, but you guys can't wait to see that. Okay guys, I am back, and this is the Sledgefire. I've also put in a little more spring force by reinforcing it with hot glue. So it has a lot more power than a gun regularly have, and the air sticker is fully removed too. So first firing, I'll show you guys single firing first. So you can fire the second, or my favorite mode, both. Now, it's like a barrel break, except it shoots 6 shots at once, which is very, very impressive. So, a tactic I thought of after making the Damnation was shoot one barrel and only use the other barrel as a safety barrel, so in case you actually have to use it. So, I'll pick up some extra shells just to demonstrate that. I'll reload the back slot, and obviously this barrel. Wonderful. Okay. So it's a great feature to have, especially if you're an HVZ. This would be a great secondary, and I think the one I'm going down to this year, I actually think I might use this there, just because of just how useful it is, being able to have a secondary shot. So this is my last shot. I have an odd number of shells now because I missed the last barrel, so I'll deprime the right barrel and pick up the left. So overall, the blaster is very, very nice. I can't be any more happy with it. It's heavy, but it's honestly just designed to obliterate whatever's in front of it, which I absolutely love that purpose. So, just show you guys all around the blaster, very clean, and I did glue them together, but that is all, and thank you for watching. Do subscribe for more mods.